All right, and we are back. Welcome, everyone. Um, Welcome to the Lightning Bolt Show, where I will demonstrate all the goodies with Bolt and Unity. If it's your first time here, please hit that follow button. Also, you can go to our Discord if you have any questions or you want to come here live and just chat. There's a voice chat in the Discord. So, what we are going to be talking about is, or what I'm going to be going over is third person camera. So I'm going to demonstrate that, how to make it in Bolt, also the game high score, and how to use a list. So in the Bolt Discord, a lot of people ask about how to use the list. So I'll be going over that towards the end of the show. And there's an open panel. If you want to join, you can. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with it. We're gonna start with the third person. So as you can see, I just have my little default layout here for a movement with the cube. So every show I'll have like this little cube here, and then here's here's the script for following the camera, So basically, this camera is gonna follow the movement of the cube. All right, so let's go ahead and what we're gonna do is just click on camera. Hopefully, you guys can see this. And I'm just gonna add a component, and it's gonna be a flow machine. Alright, and then where it says macro, just click new, macros, and I'm going to call it third person camera. Okay, and like always, it starts you with this. Alright, first thing we're going to do is put in the variables. So we need a game object with the target. So click on the object tab, and we're going to put in target, and the type will be game object. The next one is rotate speed, and it is type float, and we're just going to put 5 just for default. Next one is the offset, and that's going to be a vector 3. Alright, so now that we have our variables in, let's go with our start, which is our start event right here. So we want the offset right here, so we want to set it. So what I did is I held down Alt on the PC, Alt, and then I clicked on here and just dragged it over, and that'll get you your set. If you just drag it over, you'll get your get. Alright, so the next thing we will need is the target transfer position. So our target is going to be our cube. So our cube object. So what I'm going to do is, before I forget, is drag the cube to the target. Alright. And now I need the position. So how do I get the position of it? Well, I gotta get it, and then add a unit called position, and it'll be the transform. Okay, so we want the You want, let's see here, oops. You want to attach the get, your target object to the get position. Okay. So now we want to subtract it. Subtracted by the transform position, which is the transform position of the main camera. So we just, all we have to do is just duplicate this one in self. Self is the camera itself, since its flow is in the camera. Okay, and then that's it for that. We'll just go ahead and attach it to the offset. Okay, now you see it's still dim. That's because we need to connect the flow to it, which is the arrow, and now everything's lit up. So that's our first part. Now we have the late update function. So we can get rid of this update event and just type in late update. Alright, so this one's going to be pretty long. So we have here a horizontal. We don't need to put this variable because with the units, it'll have like an output, and then we'll attach that to the rotate. So we're gonna move to this one, the get axis. So let's get axis. Input. Okay, and we're gonna name this mouse X. So the mouse X is going to be our left to right x-axis, and then we want to multiply that by rotate speed. So multiply rotate speed, which is right here. That's the variable we created. Multiply. Okay, and we want to attach it to the target's rotate, the transform rotate. So we just add a unit and type in rotate, and we want the three axis right here. So right now it's on self, so we want the target transform rotate. So we grab this right here, which is our target, and that target is the Q. And we just, instead of self, we connect that. So on the X axis there's 0, and then the Y we want the horizontal, which is this top one. So connect that. Okay, and we're solid there. That's the second part. Now let's move on to this other part. So let's duplicate this. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, so desired angle. So we need the Euler angle, and we want the Y. Alright, so let's go ahead and type in Euler angle. Right here. And we want the target, so we want to grab that, attach to the target, And vector 3, we want the y from the vector 3. So we type in get y and attach that. Okay, so this right here is going to get the cube's angle. Now let's move on and grab this. Let's make a rotation. Sorry, angle X, Y. So we're just connecting the Y to the Y. And this is going to get our rotation. And so we need to transfer position. So get the position of the target, and then we're going to set the position of the camera, which is the transform. So let's move that like that. Okay. Okay, so let's grab let's do set position. We're going to set the position, and we're going to set the position to the target position. So we need to get the target and get its position. We want the transform, get position, attach. Okay, and then we have to subtract it. Subtract that by the rotation and the offset. So the rotation is this bad boy. So let's drag that over. I'll make this a lot bigger once I get everything in. So get the Euler, which is the rotation, and then just attaching it to the subtract unit. And we're subtracting the targets. Ooh, I think I'm doing something wrong. Let's see here. Subtracted. Position. Oh, I need the offset in there. Okay. So just grab the offset, and we have to multiply the rotation with the offset. Connect that. Connect that. And connect that. Which leaves us with the position of the camera. And connect that. Okay. So it's dim because we haven't connected the late update. So connect that one. So we connect the net flow to that flow, and then connect the flow to that flow. So it's all lit up. Okay. Now, the last step would be the look at. And so we're having the camera look at the target. So you can create it, you can extend it from this, or you can just create another, duplicate this late update, and then connect this part. But I'm just gonna go ahead and then connect it to this. So we need look at, okay, let's just attach that. The target, it's going to be the target transform. Where you get that? From here. should be it for that. Okay, so we have the start. It's setting our offset from the target's position minus the camera's position. We have the rotation of the mouse, and we have the speed. Okay, and then we have we get in the angles, the offset, everything here. Set position, and then look at the target. Okay, so let's go ahead and play it and see what happens. Ooh, there we go. It looks beautiful. Okay, and then when you first do it, I believe the camera will be lower. So just make sure you adjust it where you want it. And hit play. There we go. Hot dog. First try. Woohoo! Alright, so I think we're gonna move on to the next thing on the list is the game High Score. Unless anybody have any questions. Alright, well. Okay, let's move on. So for a high score, let's do. So I'm pretty much gonna do it in the same thing here. Probably maybe in the same flow, or maybe not. We'll see. So this is pretty simple. I'd probably do it in a cube one. This is pretty simple. So you want to make sure you put your variables in the save. So this was saved throughout the game. So basically what you want is if your current score is higher than the high score, you want to copy the current score to the high score, else leave it as is. So what we need is two variables. So one is current score. Set that to a integer, and then the next one is high score. Okay. So the logic of this, how you put it in here, is you get the current score. So you're picking up coins or whatnot, and it's being stored in the current score with this set. Okay? So if the current score is greater than the high score, now we need a branch. So if this is true, we want to get the current score and set it to the high score. So we need a set. Oop. Get the set. So if it's true, connect. If it's true, then we get the current score and put in the high score. And the reason why this is dim is because we need an update. Okay. Now, if I were to let's just do this for now. So basically, in the save, once the game ended or you died, then whatever score you have in here will save to here. But I have it right now in the update, so whatever I put in here is just gonna automatically change, which I'll show you. So 2, 5, 8. So these variables will save, like when the application quits, which it tells you right here. Okay. Now, if you wanna, I'll show you guys how to display it real quick with the UI. So we need to game object. Let's do a text, which automatically creates a canvas. And it's right there. But let's move it up and over. Okay. Alright, so I'm in the cube, in the play controller flow. What I'm gonna put in here is a game object called, I'll just put text. Game object, and I'm gonna drag the text in here. So now I want to set this. Well, actually, I need to get this. Need to set text the text to this integer, which is the high score, so it'll display on here. But in order to convert this to a string, we have to add a unit called toString, and hopefully it's in here. Yep. Or no, I'm sorry. Int toString. Let's just do. And yeah, the fuzzy search is kind of fuzzy, so we have to dig for it. INT. Let's see if we can find it. Nope, nope, nope. Let's try string. String system. Let's see if it's in here. Nope, it's not in here. It's gonna be in here somewhere. Integer system. Okay. Let's do integer to string. Okay, so, and then we'll just connect this, and connect that, connect, just connecting. Alright, now if we play, and let's see here. Ooh. Oh. There we go. You see how this was, so I have the high score at 20. Nothing happens on 15, so let's do 20, 21. So the display's there. Hot dog. You got it? Good. All right. Well, two down, one to go. Now we have here the list. How do we use a list? Well, a list is somewhat like an array. So if you, let's just say I want to randomly pick a game object, I'll do something like that. I'll randomly pick a game object on start, and I'll have it display its name, like cube. So let's do that, and I'll have it display on where I have the UI text. All right. So let's do a. I'm just gonna call it list. We're gonna do list game object plus, let's throw in the cube. Let's just create another one. Let's call this Q2. Call this Q3. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add 2 more slots. Put Q2 in there, Q3, and we have a list here. So I'm gonna just drag out because I want to get it, and then we're gonna add a start event. I want to get a random range. Let's do integers because we want to get the index of the list. So list, and then we'll do get list item. Okay, and we want to get the list, and we want to attach. So we know there's 3, and the index starts with the 0, so the max would be 2, and then we'll just connect that. Okay. Now we want to get the name let's get the name of the game object. Let's see. See if I can find it in here. Yeah, find name. Or no, not find name. Oops. Oh, here we go. Get name. Alright, so we're gonna get the name. Or get game object. I thought that was. I think I'm going blind. Eee. Get name. There we go. There we go. So basically we're gonna get the name of the object that is chosen here at the start. And we're gonna display it here. And this is just, yeah. And another thing I'm gonna do is I want to see, I'm gonna log out what number came out of it. So connect that, and yeah, let's connect this here. Alright, and let's see which one it randomly chooses. Hit play. Zero, so it's the first one, which is Q. Alright, let's try it again. Went to 1, which is cube 2. Do it again. Maybe I'll go to 3. I'm thinking 0. I need to go to the casino. Maybe 3. Let's check. Nope, 0 again. Nope, I'm not going to the casino. But you guys get it. And let's see here. That looks, I guess that's it. This was a short one. I don't have that many viewers, so I have nobody asking questions. I'm guessing that everybody's asleep or my timing's wrong. But if so, just let me know where you're located, your time zone, and maybe I'll adjust my schedule to that. Alright, this is Koso. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you like what you see. And I am out.